Just squeeze it.
I like squeezing.
Squeezing it. That's what it's made for.
Yeah, I'm a squeezer.
Squeezer?
Yeah. Yeah, just squeezing fat, man. From bitches to my dog Georgia.
Bro.
I just like I like just taking Georgia's side fat and just squeezing it, dog. I don't know. When my little sister was real little and had chubby ass cheeks like every baby does, those pinch her cheeks.
I remember you doing that. And her thighs.
Yeah, her fat little baby thighs.
Thunder thighs.
Oh, I can't wait to have a kid so I could just fucking...
Chubby cheeks and thunder thighs. Those are the two words you use the most.
Mm-hmm.
They're two phrases. How you been?
I'm chilling.
Are you?
I'm chilling.
That's good. That's good.
Dude, I've never...
Last couple of days have been rough for you.
Yeah.
I was talking about the month. You have a good month?
What month is this?
February.
Yeah. That's a weird question.
I don't know.
You having a good month? It's February 19th.
You know what I remember?
Like March 1st.
Yeah, I know. But you know what I remembered? Is you said coming up in February is going to be a depressing month for me.
Did I say that?
Yeah, you did.
When did I say that?
I think it was a couple podcasts ago.
Did I really?
Yeah. So I was like, you know what?
February?
I'll ask him about it. Yeah.
I don't think I said that.
I think
I said once we start getting to February, March, April, and it's still snowy outside and cloudy, then I naturally get depressed. But I don't think I said out of nowhere February.
I'm pretty sure you just said February, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I had a rough day yesterday. I had maybe the second most amount of alcohol inside my body that I've ever had, which was only five shots.
I mean, for you, that's a lot. But for like body weight to alcohol consumption ratio, that's a lot.
Is it?
Yeah.
140 pounds, 5 shots?
That's a lot.
I don't think it is.
5 shots is a lot for me, and I'm 240.
Yeah, but we're a couple 1-2 fucking lightweights.
Yeah. We over here drinking wine. That's what you should have been doing.
That time, I've been drunk probably 3 times. That was the best in terms of like what the alcohol made me feel. Because the other 2 times, it was just vodka. I got real dizzy.
Yeah,
when we had vodka,
yeah.
I wasn't like, hey, I'm having a good time. I was just dizzy. I try to sleep and just dizzy. Which, how is that a thing?
You close your eyes.
How can I close my eyes and still feel like I'm fucking spinning around and I'm fucking dizzy?
I had no idea.
That was vodka, and I was like, dude, fuck this alcohol shit. And then the very first time was when I took 4 shots of Fireball.
Oh, you threw that up immediately, probably.
I took...
That shit sucks.
I took that within like 10 minutes of each other. So within 10 minutes, I had 4 shots of Fireball, and that was my very first experience with hard alcohol.
That was not a great one to start off.
Because I started off with THC and weed, and with that, the more you smoke, it's like the more I climb up.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, it's gonna be the same with alcohol.
No.
Oh, this took 1 shot. Oh, that's cool. I want to keep going. I took 4, and my stomach was like, no, sir, sir, what is this?
You ain't doing this right now.
I've never had this gasoline in my body. Why is there so much of it in my body right now?
Yeah.
And that just hurt.
I mean, I've had a shit ton of bad experiences with alcohol at college, and that's why I think most of that's the reason why I don't drink now, as much as I did then.
How much did you drink when you were drinking?
So, I mean, it was more of a social thing, so it's not like every night I was having beers, but it was like every week there was probably 2 or 3 parties I'd go to where I was probably drinking close to 6 to 12 beers.
Can I ask what a party looks like in
Lynn,
Missouri? What, like 30 minutes away from Jefferson City?
Yep. So
population, what, 2,000?
Less than that. I think. Wow. So I think the population of Lynn was around 1,600, and get this, the school's attendance was about 1,600. So the school alone matched the population of the town.
So what's it like to have a party with 4 people?
So it actually isn't. But so Lynn consists of the school, which is probably, well, it is 50% of the population. And with the school comes a shit ton of apartment complexes. Shit ton. There's probably 5 or 6 apartment complexes there. Otherwise, it's just like Subway and McDonald's. So we would go over to an apartment complex, and if one person's having a hangout outside their apartment, the rest of them are doing it because what else is there to do in Lynn?
Right.
So the parties they could get pretty big. So I mean, maybe 200 people.
Oh wow.
At the max,
a 16th of the city's population.
Yeah. But I mean, maybe 200 people, just because there's nothing else to do. But that's probably the max. Is 200.
Just normal
hangout
party.
Is probably like 16, 20. Just as a hangout between friend groups, because in each classes, like, so you have drafting classes, you have machine classes, HVAC classes. Those grouped up very nicely. So like the HVAC people would have their party, and then the draftings would have their party, and those were classes about 20. So that's kind of like your average.
I thought the majority does the majority of the school live in apartments?
Yes.
Okay.
Because housing can only hold about 200 people.
Yeah, and that's what I thought the whole school was.
No.
Those little housing units.
That would have been rough.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was the craziest story I have with the 200 crowd group. Some guy had a stripper pole in the back of his truck, his pickup truck, like the bed of the truck. Some dude had a stripper pole, like
standing up.
Yeah, standing up.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, no, like straight, like somebody could get into the truck bed and strip on the pole.
That's the most.
But
it is. It is.
And it didn't make sense either, because one, the ratio from boy girl at the school was probably 80% guys to 20% females.
Oh man.
So to have a stripper pole up there, and then all you see is just dumbass, drunk ass rednecks wanting to strip on the pole because they thought it would be funny.
Guys doing it?
Guys.
Oh, what are we doing?
No girl's gonna go up there in front of
and be serious enough.
Yeah, nah, dude.
All 180 guys
just looking at him,
eyes glued.
Oh yeah, nah, dude.
So the
no girl in their right mind.
The guys start.
Yeah, so like, we're gonna do something stupid and entertaining. So let's go strip on a pole.
Boo, boo.
But then the cops got called. Yeah. So we all scattered, dude. It was so funny because, like, on the back half of the units, it was woods.
Yeah. And
on the front half is how you got out. And somebody's like, all right, the landlord just texted me. We got to bounce. Because he's going to call the cops here in about 5 minutes. He was a cool landlord because he gave us that 5-minute time frame to get the fuck out of there.
That's fucking cool.
So I book it to my car. I left with one person less than I came with. So he was stranded. And I looked back, and you see half the students just going into the woods, just running into the woods, because whatever. And other people were just darting into apartments. So there's probably apartments with probably 15 people in them,
just chilling
because yeah. And we were going back to school. Like, I was driving back to school, and you could see like 4 cop cars go by me.
Jesus.
And we just I wasn't drinking. I was the DD that night, so. I didn't do anything illegal.
Have you followed the Winter Olympics at all?
No. I watch Shaun White every once in a while because it was his last run.
Yeah.
But other than that, no.
Is it me, or do I just not, I don't follow the Summer Olympics, but I'm definitely more into them. Like, I'll follow them online. I'll watch everything. Yeah. But I couldn't give one more fuck about Winter Olympics.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't know why. I just do not care.
Yeah, that's kind of rough.
I do not care.
I saw a video, though, of where they were placed. Where is this? Where was this? Beijing? Okay. So I saw, a zoomed out, an aerial photo of all the slopes.
Yeah.
It's in the middle of, a plant.
Yeah, rural fucking China.
Yeah, it's factories. Just nothing there.
Apartment complexes.
It's just, yeah. You see the white slope with the blue outline, and then everything else is just, gray and dark and brown. It's weird.
Yeah, it is weird. There's been a lot, when the Olympics go to a city, I've noticed, it oftenly brings some, fucking trouble to the city. Financially, they just can't afford to build all that all that
I
shit.
wonder what the process is of making that slope. Because that's no small slope. And if that is all ice,
It's probably metal, I'd imagine, or concrete, and then just packed ice on top of it somehow.
unless somebody just did dirt, like a dirt mound, and put ice on top. I have no idea. That's really curious now.
Where were the last Summer Olympics were in Rio, correct?
I thought that was like 2012.
2012 was London. Now I remember that because I remember watching people play the Olympics game like on PS4 and like the side and watch, playing it. And I remember that was 2012. I think the last one was in Rio. It's crazy because obviously Rio's not the most wealthiest country in the world, and then they got to build all of these facilities. To house
all of a sudden they just
the
gotta,
Olympics.
You just got to do it.
Yeah.
When's the next time they're in the U.S.?
Look it up. I guess I can look on my phone. I wonder what the process of making the cut is.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think look up the last time. I'll look up when they're next. Oh, I'm sorry. The last one was last Summer Olympics was 2020 in Tokyo.
It was what?
It was 2020 in Tokyo.
I remember that because Logan Paul was wanting to do something there. The 2020 Olympics in Tokyo. Then he went, and then I think the Suicide Forest.
Oh, that's what that was from? Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm pretty
sure. The
Olympics. I think it was. Maybe it was just a visit, but I remember him.
Well, yeah, that was around this. That was 2020, right?
Yeah.
Was it though?
Shit.
I think it might have been 2019 because then I know it was during the summer, correct?
Yeah.
In 2020 was a pandemic, so no one was.
That's true.
Going nowhere.
Yeah, it was probably a couple years before.
I can only find up to 2020, up to next year, and it's in.
So the Winter Olympics was in Salt Lake City, Utah, in 2002. That was the last time we saw an Olympics here. And it was in Utah.
Jeez. I don't. Didn't Atlanta have something?
Before that, it was Atlanta. It was it was 1996. So I haven't seen a Summer Olympics in my lifetime. In the U.S.
In the U.S. That feels weird to me.
I figured it already would have happened, but
maybe it feels weird to us because we're so used to the U.S. being like top priority, the best country, number one. We haven't had goddamn Olympics since 2006? 2002, and then before that, 90?
And it was a Winter Olympics. It wasn't like the Summer Olympics. And then 1996 was the Summer Olympics. But what's the deal with the 4 year, like every 4 years, dude? Or every 2 years if you want to include winter. Like, why can't we have it annually?
Every year?
Yeah.
They probably, I think it takes like years to set up.
Fuck, you're probably right.
I imagine it takes years to set up and build and construct. It'll get boring if it's like Beijing for the 4 years in a row. Plus, new athletes have to rise up and.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because it is the best of the world, so you want to just give. It's not like a specific league like the NBA, where the player base is so small and how good they are.
But even just think about that. This is the games of the earth, of the world, the earth. And these are the Earth games.
Yeah, it's Earth games.
That's ridiculous. It's like we're bringing literally everybody we possibly can, and just you are the champion of that sport of the world. You are the number one swimming athlete in the world if you got that gold medal.
That's crazy. And the differences between like their finishing times are nanoseconds.
Oh, dude, it's ridiculous.
They train all their lives for 4 years. And I don't want to say it's all luck based, but it's you can only control so much in nanoseconds. There's not much more you can do or not do to get those extra nanoseconds. Because you got to think, if you're going against the best in the world, the top 10 best people in the world, they are going to do every technique perfectly every single time.
Yeah, no, there's no
so it's just
room
kind
for
I feel
error.
like it's kind of just a toss up.
Yeah, you cannot make a mistake. Otherwise, it's game over.
Otherwise, you're not even in the Olympics.
Yeah, but it's like just you imagine like the NFL playoffs. It's like, oh, cool. These are the best NFL team. Like this is the best NFL team.
Yeah,
but then you go to the fucking Olympics and you're like the number one person in the entire fucking world.
Yeah, but I'd say the Tom Brady, like the people in the NFL, are the best football players in the entire world. It's just not as popular as
the Olympics or
the general sports of the Olympics.
I mean,
that's why America wins basketball in the Olympics damn near every year because those are the best. The NBA players are the best in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we would see football in the Olympics if it was more popular than the US.
Or American football.
Yeah.
Football. I want to go to goddamn Europe.
Me too. You want to go? I'll go.
Yeah, I want to go everywhere. You want to go everywhere?
I'll go everywhere.
Let's go everywhere.
Let's go fucking everywhere. Next podcast is going to be fucking Europe.
Coming to you from Austria.
That'd be fucking cool.
Yeah, I think Germany was going to be a cool one, or Austria, because...
I think if we were to go somewhere in Europe for the first time, the first place I want to go is Greece. I've always wanted to go to Greece.
Yeah, I want to go to... Oh, yeah, dude.
I've always wanted to go. Like, even in, like, 4th grade, 5th grade, like, I mean, you made those little presentations of, like... Mm-hmm. You, like, picked a country...
Yeah, I did France.
I did Greece.
Oh, that's a fucking cool.
I did Greece, dude. It was so fun. It's like the whole poster was blue and white because of the flags and Athens and the what's it called? The
Parthenon?
Yeah, the Parthenon.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Did you do? So was it like a big
It was a poster board
in the gym and
to
each other.
Yeah, it was a poster board that you cut into 3 so you can fold it. And you have 3 sections. Yeah, I think I still have it. It's at my parents' place, but I think I still have it.
Surely I don't still have mine unless it's in my parents' storage room. But yeah, I did France. I was pretty happy with France.
Yeah.
And we like drew the flag and everything. Yeah. Like, it's an easy goddamn flag. I just gotta do blue, white, and red. And then did you make a food from that country?
We didn't do anything physically, but we had a food category. Like on our poster board. Yeah. We didn't have to make the dish like you did, but we did like, oh hey, this is the the number one dish for Greece.
Yeah, we all made a dish and went around trying other people's foods. And so I made chocolate mousse, which is just like a chocolate pudding.
Yeah.
That's French. But there was one shorty who I had a crush on. This elementary school. It was Tatum. The shorty who was faster than me and kissed. She had some country in Africa. I forgot what it was. But her food, it was just like just think of like a hamburger size, just like, I don't know what it was, just patty with something on top of it. It tastes like straight dirt. Dude,
really?
It tastes so bad. I've never had something so bad in my life. And I pretended to like it because I liked her. And she was like, no one likes my food. I was like, this is good. It's good. I like it. This is good. I like it. It's good.
Yeah, and nothing happened after that. There's no brownie points earned.
No, she fucking beat me in a race after that. But yeah, I liked that presentation a lot.
Yeah, it was a fun one.
And did you ever make I believe it was in 2nd grade, we were learning about South America, and we made South America shaped cookies. And then based on the terrain in the certain spots of South America, we put different toppings. So like if there's any deserts, we'd put like sprinkles that look like sand.
We did a
similar
thing to that, except we did whole countries. So like a group. It was in 7th grade too. So like a group of people got South America, a group of people got North America, and then a group of people got Antarctica or Asia, Australia. Those, and we would do that. We'd do like the mountain ranges, the trees with like little like gumdrops sort of deal. Antarctica was basically all white with some blue sprinkles or something.
That's an easy one.
But yeah, we did something similar, but they were big ass cookies. They weren't like your individual ones. They were massive and like groups of 5 or something.
I liked elementary school. A fucking lot.
Yeah. It's not until I got to high school that I started to.
I didn't really fuck with middle school either because
school.
I didn't fuck with middle school. Did you fuck with middle school?
I fucked with middle school just because I basically knew everybody. So I was from a small town.
Yeah.
My aunt was a counselor at the middle school. My mom was a counselor at the elementary school. And then after that, my mom was substituting for the high school and junior high. So like I knew pretty much everybody because it was so small of a town.
Yeah, I didn't really fuck with middle school because I went to my elementary school. All those kids were gonna funnel into the high school Shawnee Mission North. But I lived closer to Shawnee Mission West, so I went to the Shawnee Mission West Middle School and walked in on the first day not knowing a goddamn soul there, which was it was pretty bad. And I'm a shy kid already. That was not a fun time, but I understand why it had to happen because I had to go to West, and it's better to like walk into middle school not knowing anyone than to 2 years later walk into high school.
Yeah, that would suck. That was like even worse.
So, yeah, but I don't really fuck with middle school. I love elementary school though.
Yeah,
that was my best schooling years, I think.
So I never really fucked with students. I always fucked with the teachers. The teachers
throughout any school
any school because like I said, like my mom, my family around me knew pretty much every other teacher. So like I was like, all right, what up, Mr. Martin? Yeah, you're fucking cool.
Hey,
like, he was
Mr. Martin.
Yeah.
Were you a teacher's pet?
But it wasn't a teacher's pet sort of thing.
It was like a buddy.
Yeah, it was like a buddy thing. It's like, oh, we go in there, we talk sports or something, or we go in there, we just chat it up basically.
Yeah, and usually those teachers are the wood teacher,
social studies,
history, and my welding teacher.
Yeah, it was pretty much like that.
I could see myself being a history teacher, I think.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to go for it. But if I ever need a fucking change of pace, switch up, dude, I could have my little classroom.
Yeah.
Showing movies and fucking teaching people about goddamn
Yeah, I feel like you could do it. With all the books you read about certain histories.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like history, man. If you had told me that a year ago, I'd fucking slit your goddamn throat.
That was aggressive.
Yeah, it is.
He took a pause for a second.
I did take a pause.
I was like, what do I say? What do I say?
I did take a pause.
I'm just going to go with it.
Because I was like, okay, I'm going to say slit your throat. I was like, ooh, throat might be kind of a rough word. So I was like, I could say wrist, but that's going to probably be worse.
Same thing.
And I was going to say eyelids, but I was like, nah, that doesn't make sense. So I just stuck with throat. And all that processing happened in my brain in that short period of time.
That's ridiculous.
Brains are fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, we were talking about this yesterday. I had a crazy deja vu yesterday. And it's just normal.
Just normal.
Just like the dreams. Fucking normal.
When I was a kid, I thought I had a superpower when I had deja vu.
Really?
Yeah, I legit thought I'm
reliving.
I'm like Spider-Man, except this is my power. I could literally see in the future. And I thought it was like obviously when deja vu happens, you don't know until it happens. Mm-hmm. And my thinking was, okay, I'm just young. This power isn't fully developed yet. But I'm going to be able to see the future when I'm older. With more leeway, with more time in front of.
Do you remember how you figured out it was a normal thing for a deja vu? Like, were you just kind of?
I'm pretty sure someone told me, like in school, maybe. I don't know if it was in school, but someone told me. I was like, "Oh, you got it too?" I was like, "Fuck me."
Yeah. Are you waking up with fucking random ass scratches everywhere?
Yes. Look.
Bro,
I go here.
Bro, I don't know. Well, ever since that fucking thing exploded, I don't know if it's because of glass.
Oh, dude, look.
But like, so I had this guy first.
Wasn't that when you were wiping the?
No, that was on my finger. I was there. But I got this guy first. Then this guy happened. Then this guy happened. And then this just showed up today. I don't know where that came from. I don't know where it came from, dude.
Little tiny scratch.
Just my like. What the fuck?
Yeah, I had 2 days ago. I woke up and had one right here. That's since healed.
That one scared me. You go down the major artery in your forearm.
Oh, dude, did I tell you the time I got fucking cleated in baseball on this major artery and it was bleeding like fucking blue and it was blue and black. It wasn't red. I looked down my arm.
It was dark.
Yeah, so I'm playing. I'll get back to the scratches.
Yeah.
But I don't remember how old I was. But it was on the Renegade, so I'm guessing middle school. But I'm at second base and someone's trying to steal.
Yeah.
Or I'm playing shortstop maybe. And the catcher throws it to me to try to tag him out. And he slides into second, and I have my arm down on the ground with my glove out, tagging him. And his cleat goes, the heel of his cleat goes over my glove and just digs into my wrist and goes up my forearm. And I know immediately when it happens, I'm bleeding. I look down, and it's just like black and blue. There's no red at all. And maybe because the dirt or something.
Yeah. Was it a deep cut?
It was pretty deep, yeah. Damn. It didn't have like stitches. It was surface, and I think it hit something that
metal cleats.
Yeah,
shit.
Metal cleats.
You were probably close to dying.
I was pretty lucky there.
I think you were close to dying.
I don't know how I didn't have to go to the hospital or anything. I just wrapped it and put some
really. I would have thought they would have went
anti-scarring
like
cream on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had one right here yesterday. That's healed. I woke up 2 days ago with this. Yeah, I get little nicks. I don't know what it's from. This, look at this was from the fucking
the plate?
That's bruised.
Oh shit.
Yeah. That's getting a little worse as it heals. And
yeah, that one's ridiculous. What the fuck is that?
Had some this?
Yeah,
I don't know what that is,
dude.
I maybe know what that is, but I don't know. And then I have that same thing on this shoulder, maybe, or maybe that's since healed.
Hey, you look pretty clean there.
Oh, right here. I don't know what that is. I'm guessing some of these are spider bites or something.
You think?
Yeah. I'd imagine, because I've seen a couple spiders in my back.
Me too.
And then I have 3 scratches on my back. I think they're still there.
Oh, what the fuck, Ty?
See the
what the fuck?
The three pink ones? The scratches? It's like scarred.
Those are stretch marks.
Are they?
Yeah, those are stretch marks.
Oh, that makes sense.
Those are stretch marks.
That makes sense. I've had them for years.
Yeah. I don't know how you would have got them on that specific. Like, it's literally in the middle of your back.
I always thought there were scratches. Like some ghost scratched my shit up and it's just scarred.
Yeah, no, that's stretch marks.
Oh, those are the only stretch marks I think I've ever had.
Yeah, because usually, I mean, stretch marks are pretty thin.
Hey, that's kind of cool.
In a spot. So.
Hey, Michael, I'm getting bigger.
But, yeah, you are. Maybe at a rapid rate of acceleration there, but, you know.
I got fucking stretch marks. Hell yeah, man.
They're healed. Like, they were there a while.
Huh.
But they're, like, so new stretch marks are usually, like, red, purple.
Yeah.
Old ones are, like, your skin color white. And those are, like, maybe a hint of purple, but your skin color mostly. So, I mean, they're healed.
Hell yeah.
He's getting big.
Hell yeah.
Even your chest is looking big. We're doing it.
We're doing it.
Yeah. Fucking random. This whole place might be just haunted, dude. We might have moved into a haunted apartment.
Have you ever had any, like, not fucked up, but, like, scary what's the word? It starts with a P. You know the movies? Paranormal instances?
Yeah, something like that.
No, it is activities, but have you ever had paranormal instances?
Yeah. I think I have before. I think it was in an old church, which was probably one of the scariest spots you could ever have an encounter like that. Because the amount of funerals that go on in that church, and one, it was old. Yeah. I think it was like one of those churches that were on top of the hill too. Like it had its own little well down in the woods. It's like, oh shit. But like it was during the day, but we kind of like were searching around and shit. We were just looking through it, just being nosy. And it was one of those foundations, like it was a raised, it was on basically foundation blocks instead of a solid foundation. so you could go underneath the church, basically.
Yeah.
And well, we looked under it.
Was it nighttime, daytime?
It was daytime, but it was so pitch dark underneath the church that we thought we saw something down there. And I mean, it could have been an animal, could have been whatever, but just whole setting of the church just being like abandoned on top of the hill
Yeah.
with this well over in the woods, it's like, I'm not fucking with that.
I don't think I've ever had any. I will say a week ago, I promise you, I felt someone when I was sleeping
Tap you?
Tap me. And I could feel, I felt the fingers. Like, it wasn't just like that. It was like,
like pressing?
Yeah, I felt this and I woke up.
Oh, shit.
And there's times where I know there's no way something's not, like, don't you ever just feel the presence of something?
Yeah. But I feel like maybe you were sleeping, right? So like, what if you were sleeping and then all of a sudden your pec just twitched?
I mean, yeah, it could be any of that.
Because you fucking twitch a lot.
I do. My calves twitch 24/7.
So like, I mean, it could have been just a little twitch and it woke you up.
My calves twitching right now?
I get calf cramps more than twitches. They're probably. Are they doing it?
Yeah.
How, dude? I don't understand.
I don't know, but I told my mom about it, and she said my dad has the same thing, which makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah. I mean, because he's made it through it.
Because he's 40. Yeah. I always think in terms of, am I going to die?
Yeah.
And he's in his late 40s, so
I mean, all right,
I at least got that much time.
You got there. You got there. Yeah, the biggest thing I'm worried about is losing my hair. Because my dad's side, completely bald. Genetic-wise, that's the most thing I'm worried about.
Yeah, but I think you could go a long ways before you actually have to go bald. Like, there's a lot of haircuts and hair lengths and stuff like that. And then when it does happen, no one fucking cares.
I feel like I'm already receding, though.
I think we're all...
We're all receding?
Yeah, I think 2/3 of men recede. Start to recede.
Yeah.
In their
early
straight
20s,
out of
high
puberty.
school. Yeah.
And then there's those few people that have what they call juvenile hairlines, I think, where their hairline's the same as a 5-year-old as it is right now. Like Ronald Reagan, he has like a really small, tight
his hairline
forehead
low,
hairline.
Yeah.
Brendan Schaub's another one.
I mean, that's the reason I have my hair super long right now. Is because, like, might as well grow up while I can have it. You know?
Yeah, I think longer hair looks...
Yeah, I like the longer hair look. Because I was looking at some old photos of me with short hair. I was like, yeah, that's not it. That's not it. Even looking at you without a facial hair and short hair like we used to, terrible look.
Yeah, I could probably... I think I could be cool if I shaved my mustache.
I think you should. Because that'll probably grow back real.
Yeah,
give it a month and you'll be
real quick.
Give it a month and you'll be right back to where you were.
Yeah, I probably got to keep what's on my chin.
What are the odds you do it today?
Shave it all off?
No, the mustache. I wouldn't do this to you. I wouldn't. That's cruel.
The same. I don't want to shave. Maybe tomorrow. Ask me tomorrow.
Okay. Well, you work tomorrow.
Ask me Thursday. Ask me next Thursday.
All right. Well, next podcast you might be without a mustache.
But I think I could do no mustache. I need my fucking beard to get its shit together though.
Really?
Yeah, because
I'm fucking hurting over here.
Because this is still pretty.
Is it patchy? Oh, you can't tell. I don't think it doesn't look patchy.
Yeah, maybe not. It's not patchy, but it's not full. Like, it's stringy, I think. I don't know. It looks very full, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, my chin's very full. My mustache is very full. What's
going on with the cheeks?
What's going on here?
Sideburns?
Yes.
Yeah, I can't do that.
And I figured this, like, when this came in first.
Yeah, usually the beard comes in, then the mustache works its way through, and then the sideburns happen.
Oh, so what I'm doing is normal here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be my chin and then everything else at the same time.
No.
Like, I thought once my upper lip starts.
No, usually this happens. Your goatee happens first.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense because all my dads and uncles, they're 26.
See, and I don't have the hair genetics to even grow facial hair.
Really?
No, I don't think so. Because, I mean, all my uncles on my dad's side, Well, actually, I take that back. Two of my uncles. No, one of my uncles doesn't. Blood related. One of my uncles doesn't. Dad doesn't.
Can they though? Like, can your dad?
Sort of, but it's very stubby. He won't let it grow out.
But he could grow it out. And would it look full? If
I don't
grew
think
it
it'd
out?
look full. But my uncle doesn't, and he can't. I don't think he tries. But my other uncle, he has a pretty good one, but he's also naturally very hairy, and I think he just got that genetic because everybody else is different. But on this side, well, Danny doesn't have any facial hair.
Yeah, he could though.
You think he
I don't
could?
know if it would be like full, but he could because he has stubble everywhere.
Yeah. But no, like my beard right now, if I grew it out, it'd be like it'd be left and right. There would be no center hair. Like you can probably see it right now, where it's just bald right here.
Yeah, it connects underneath, kind of. It's just on like the front part of the facing chin.
Yeah, the worst spot for it. It doesn't grow hair.
I think all my uncles have beard. I've seen them all with beards.
Say my uncle that can't grow a beard. He looks like Walter White.
Yeah. He's got a good one too. Yeah. It's like full and.
Oh yeah. Clean. No, full on, Mr. Heisenberg. I mean, he's even told me. He said people will run up to him and take pictures of him because he thought he was Heisenberg.
Yeah, the first time I saw him, I was like, okay, well, that's Walter White.
Yeah, I mean, that's the first thing you look at.
And that's Walter White.
Yeah. But, yeah, facial hair is just hard for me. I don't think I could do it. I don't think I ever will. Unless something happens, someone figures something out. I don't think so.
Not even stubble? Are you going to go for stubble ever?
Well, if it works its way out to where it, like, is consistent on my face, then maybe. But if it's not going to even be consistent.
Surely my brother could grow this, right?
Yeah, I think
he just doesn't.
I think he prefers no facial hair.
I wonder if it's because I have facial hair and he doesn't want
to look like you.
To look like more like me.
Because you guys look pretty much identical.
People have told me that and I've never understood it.
I saw it when we were younger. Probably because you do have facial hair now and you all have grown into your own bodies, basically. Yeah. But I saw it definitely when we were younger.
I always thought I had like wider eyes, bigger eyes. We have the same noses, I think.
Yeah. The height is a big one. Like you two are the tallest. I think Logan's taller than me. I think he is. But you two are the tallest on this side of the family.
And that side. And my dad's side.
Yeah.
It gets a little, it's like, oh, look at the tall comments.
Oh, yeah, dude. The tall comments suck. I even get those. I'm 6'1". I'm stopping at 6.
I mean, I'd rather have tall comments than not get tall. Yeah. Like, not be in a position to where people are commenting on my height. Yeah. Because that means I'm short. And I'm short. But I'll take it. But, yeah, it's like, every time I see an old family member for the first time in a while.
Did you get taller?
Yeah, it's like.
Did you get taller?
I swear you get taller every time I see you. That's the number one comment. Sure. Yes, I did. I'm 23 and I'm still getting taller.
How tall are you? 6'3"?
6'3". Yeah, I'm just at 6'3". I measure myself with a tape measure. Yeah. I was like, am I 6'3" and a half maybe? Or like 6'3" and a fourth? I'm at 6'3".
And have you been there for a while?
What?
6'3".
Yeah. I think I was 6'1", I think I grew a little bit my first and maybe second year of college. But I was always late to the party in terms of
growth,
puberty, and
growth spurts
and body hair and shit.
Did you ever have the growth spurt on your knee? It's called Oscarschwader.
Like growing pains?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
That was the worst one. I had to ice it and shit. It was basically like a second kneecap below your kneecap.
And what was it?
It was just a growing pain from your knee, like your length of your leg just grew, and I don't know, but it was just like I don't know if it was like cartilage or something, but it's basically a second knee below your knee, just a little smaller. But if you tapped it, it hurt. Even walking kind of hurt a little bit.
Yeah, I never knew what growth pains were or what that means.
But yeah, it was just a little guy right here.
I also never knew what like a migraine was or is or means.
Migraine is just a wicked headache. It makes you want to throw up.
I've never experienced that. That would be. I know. I read a book about Terrell Davis, the Broncos running back when they won the first 2 Super Bowls back to back. And he had in his book he had terrible migraines, like where he couldn't see, like his vision got blurry.
Yeah.
And he'd feel like he have to throw up. I'm like, what the hell? People have these?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
I've only ever gotten like light headaches. I've never even had a headache that's like, this fucking sucks.
I've had a headache for a day. Like, I mean, you get hungover, you get a good headache the next day. Some people do, anyways. But I had a migraine. My migraine was, I think, a little less than normal because it was just like, okay, I got a throbbing head and I feel sick, and I threw up my dinner. I went to bed the next morning. I was okay. But Matthew, on the other hand, I don't know what's up with him, but he's had dizzy spells, migraines.
Recently?
Yeah. So, like, we went to Branson for Christmas. So it was, a month and a half ago. We left because he was getting dizzy spells and his head started hurting.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So, and then he's, like, in the last year, he's probably had 4 or 5 instances where he's kept getting migraines.
Huh.
Which doesn't make sense unless he's purposely doing, like, there's something he's doing that he's just not telling anybody. There could be that scenario.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Are you doing black tar heroin, Matthew?
Yeah, what's up there?
Is that what's going on?
Matthew,
You doing a couple bumps of booger sugar?
bro,
A little cocaine. A little cocaine never hurt anyone. It's okay.
No.
Just tell us.
You
It's
put
okay.
on take a sniff. Just make,
It's okay.
it's okay.
Will you ever do cocaine?
Nah, dude. The highest I'll do is THC. Marijuana. Just because, I mean, everything else is illegal and, it is rightfully illegal.
Is it though?
Not.
I'd argue
Okay.
we make all drugs legal because then they'll be clean. If people want cocaine, they're gonna get cocaine. Is it better to give them clean,
No, okay.
filtered cocaine from the government, or dirty cocaine off the street? They're gonna get it anyways, are they not?
They are. But I'm saying, like, I can argue maybe shrooms might be another one you can legalize.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I feel like if it is made in a fucking factory, made from chemicals I cannot pronounce,
Yeah.
it shouldn't be legal.
I mean, I'm gonna argue. Go look on your cereal box. There's ingredients on that ingredient list you can't pronounce.
Yeah, but it doesn't make me feel a different way.
It makes you feel full.
So, I mean, that does with any food.
It makes you feel full.
Yeah, but if I do fucking acid and I can't read the ingredients in it, acid's gonna make me trip balls and see fucking aliens in outer space.
You're not gonna
Like,
see it.
I don't know. I've never done acid.
That's DMT. Yeah, it's. I've wanted.
It's just the shit that people, like, it makes people do. THC doesn't make you do shit. Like, you're calm, you're relaxed. You see, I mean, you don't see shit, but you get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't make you actively go out and choose violence.
What makes you actively go out?
I don't know.
Besides alcohol.
Yeah, alcohol. I feel like alcohol should be illegal.
Yeah, it should, but
It'll never be.
It's just because it's the oldest form of like. No, I don't want to say it's the oldest. That's not true.
It was one of the first. Yeah. It was one of the first forms of intoxication.
At least in Europe.
Yeah,
and it's just always carried on.
And it's so, like, society is so addicted to it that they're not gonna ban it.
Yeah, and weed is that's why weed's illegal and it's been illegal.
Yeah,
it's because it's just a new idea, I think.
I mean, it's doing the same thing.
Newer than alcohol.
Yeah, it's doing the same thing alcohol did. You know, it was legal at first, probably when we first figured out weed was a thing. We're smoking it nonstop. But then the government stepped in. It was like, hey, we're going to take away your alcohol rights. We're going to take away your weed rights. But then people fought for it, and now look at it. We have, 6, 7 states with legalized marijuana?
Yeah. I bet we'll be fully legal within the next
5 years. I call it 5.
You say 5?
I say
I was gonna
5.
say 10. I think by the time our generation is old and in office, I bet shrooms will be legal too. I bet there will be a lot of.
I mean, Oregon's done it. Did you hear about that? It
Yeah,
was a while
they're
ago.
completely
Legalize everything. Yeah. But who in their right mind is gonna hand somebody fucking meth and cocaine? Like, that shit can turn you batshit crazy. That shit
because
messes
it's
with
off
you
the street
mentally.
Because it's off the street.
But I mean, if you make it in a factory in under controlled areas, are you still gonna have? Are you still?
I don't know.
Are you not gonna have those mind-boggling experiences where it messes you up?
I don't know, but it's gonna be not as bad.
I agree.
Not nearly as bad.
I agree that it's not gonna be fucking as bad as street shit, but it's still gonna be. It's not
legalizing cocaine.
It's not
would
shrooms.
obviously bring up its own issues, but yeah,
it's not gonna be shrooms. It's not gonna be THC. I'm surprised THC is illegal, but CBD isn't.
Reverse.
What did I say?
I thought you said I'm surprised CBD is illegal, but THC isn't.
Okay, well, I'm surprised THC is illegal and CBD isn't. Because essentially they're the same thing.
It's just a lesser.
Essentially, it's the same thing.
It is.
It's just one, I think, is a little bit more concentrated with the effects.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it legal to mix them? CBD and THC.
Yeah.
That's legal. Because there's more CBD.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird shit that's legal and shit that's not legal.
Oh, the government, dude. It's supposed to be a free country.
Yeah, dude. Censorship scares me. It's a weird dilemma of like let's say Twitter, for example, they're their own business. They have the freedom to do what they want with their platform. Yeah. But when it's like when you have these companies that their platform is essentially the media, they could censor their platform because it's theirs.
Yep.
But at the same time, you're like, does the government have any? Surely they have
some control
ties with Twitter, and that's like a thing people are getting worried about is as these big corporations build up their business and they're part of the media, or a part of food distribution, that the government's just going to use them as their front to control and do what they want to with the people.
Yeah. I feel like the government has ties on everything.
Yeah, they could do what they want with it.
Yeah. But I thought about this the other day too. Do you think there is one controlling person that controls everything that's going on, but isn't God? Like he is an actual, or she is an actual human on this earth.
Like controlling the weather and shit?
No.
Or just controlling everything
that's going on. They control the U.S. government, but they also have ties with the Russian government. With the is there a single person?
I have a TikTok.
Okay. You gonna bring it up?
Yeah,
bring it up. Because I was like, yeah, the government may have ties with us, but who has ties with the government? And does that one person have 10 ties to themselves, and those 10 people have 10 more ties? And then those people have 10 more ties. Like, who's controlling the government?
What do you think is the biggest secret being kept from mankind? That there are people in the world that are richer than the non-richest people in the world. If you are that rich, you can afford to be anonymous too. I'm not saying that Jeff Bezos isn't rich. I'm sure he is. I just believe that there are a tiny group of people that have more wealth than Bezos, and that they've used the wealth to hide the fact that they are that wealthy from the world. People that are secretly alive. But
so surely there's people richer than Jeff Bezos, than Elon Musk, and they use their money to hide themselves and hide the fact that they are that rich. And surely there's a group of them, and surely they have influences on governments.
Yeah, if you can buy your anonymous, what else?
And
what else?
Surely that's a thing, right?
You're telling me if somebody was able to buy themselves and completely go underground, they're not buying. Tell me they're not buying the government.
Yeah.
Tell me they're not the government,
or
is
at
not
least
on
have
their payroll.
At least have some very powerful influences.
Yeah.
With them. Surely, right?
Yeah, with that kind of money, dude, I'd be throwing it. You could literally have anybody at the fingertips. Because you could throw them $1 million, and that's a lot to some people.
Yeah.
And they can do it.
And it's like a I don't know the word, but like a I don't know the word, but as I try to find the word again. It's a stereotype to be like, it's like those people that are, there's one world order, Illuminati's real and everything. But then I think, surely there's people wealthier than Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, right? Surely.
Yeah.
And if Elon Musk has the influence he does in space travel, and who's the one that created Microsoft? Bill Gates. Bill Gates.
I think so.
Surely there's people more wealthy than Bill Gates, and Bill Gates has a lot of influence in like vaccines and vaccine distribution. So if there's people richer than those people, they obviously have influence.
Yeah.
We just don't know about it because they're anonymous, right?
That's crazy.
Surely,
dude.
Surely.
And who's to say they're not connected with Russia? Mm-hmm. Who's to say they're solely United States? Mm-hmm. The world order. The new world order.
Or are we just fucking crazy?
Yeah, we could. We could be just fucking lunatics, and Jeff Bezos is the richest man on earth.
I think Elon is.
Is he?
I think
it changes a lot.
Yeah.
Because I knew it was like
look up Elon Musk's net worth.
Half a year ago, Elon was the most richest man, and then Bezos happened, and I don't know.
Bezos is Jesus Christ, 184 billion.
$184 billion?
Billion, Michael. Have you seen the video where it puts like I think $1 million into perspective, and it has like he just types out 100,000 and copies and pastes this, and like, okay, I want to buy a Lambo that's $300,000.
Yeah.
Let me delete $300,000, and it's just pages and pages of $100,000.
Jesus, dude. So Elon's $249 billion.
That man is what? Damn near a third of the way to $1 trillion. And
he's 50.
Look up the richest man in world history. I think it was some Middle Eastern dude way back in ancient times, which is weird to me. That's always confused me, how the richest person could be someone who lived thousands of years ago.
So he's saying it's John D. Rockefeller, which he was the oil tycoon guy.
Surely not.
Was
in the history?
Oh no, that was just the first person to have more than $1 billion in net worth. Oh no, that is because I think with inflation, so $1 billion during his time was $340 billion now.
Mansa Musa. Is that how you pronounce it? Look up him. See what they say about him.
Spell it.
MANSA space MUSA. What do they say about him?
So Mansa Musa was the ruler of the kingdom of the Mali. Is that how you say it? Mali?
Mongolia? Where?
Mali.
I don't know.
Anyways, from 1312 CE to 1337 CE.
They say anything about his net worth?
He was one of the richest kingdoms of Africa, and the Mansa Musa was among the richest individuals in the world. He also brought architects from the Middle East across Africa to design new buildings and cities. Musa turned the kingdom of Mali into a center for learning. I mean, he did good with his money.
Does it say what his net worth estimated?
I'm not seeing a net worth. Let me get out of this. The 10 richest men of all time. Mansa Musa is the top. Rockefeller is down there at number 6.
Look up like estimated net worth. It's always confused me how someone that old can be one of the richest person. But I guess it's just like in comparison to how much money there is on the earth.
Okay, this is saying at the peak of Mali Empire, Mansa Musa has a net worth that was worth the same as a modern equivalent of $400 billion.
Jeez, fucking weed, man.
$400 billion. And you said Elon was 250?
248, something, yeah. Wow. Talk about fucking influence, man. And he probably didn't have as much influence on the world as Elon does.
He was just doing his own empire. Yeah, he was just doing his own empire, which was probably just in Africa. And that was it.
I wonder at what point where you have so much money, it just doesn't matter. Like, is it $1 million? I guess it's just based on your own perspective.
There was a website. I saw a website a long time ago that said, "Hey, here's Jeff Bezos' net worth, and here's 10 options." It was like a Lambo. It's like buy as you have like, I think it was like a minute to waste all of his money. Nobody could do it. Yeah, because there was so much money there that even the most expensive things on the earth couldn't run his paycheck down. That's ridiculous.
I wonder how much. Look up Elon Musk's yearly expenses. Because I know when people are millionaires, I don't know about goddamn billionaires, but I know when you're a millionaire, it's not like you have $1 million in cash. You have obviously $1 million+ dollars, but you also have hundreds of thousands of dollars in expenses. So your margins are really razor thin, and you're not making that much money because of all your expenses. I wouldn't imagine he's in any position where he's struggling, though.
No, I wouldn't think so either.
Isn't he the one that doesn't own a house?
Does he?
I don't think he owns one house.
Which makes sense because he fucking sleeps in his office.
Yeah.
I remember seeing some sort of like pie chart or something way back when about what he spends his money on. Most of it was expenses, but I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah, I wonder at what point it's like, oh, this shit doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, I mean, at some point you're just tossing money.
Is 250 billion really any different than 148 million?
Probably not.
Like, what can you buy with?
Yeah.
With that.
Yeah, because there's a certain threshold. Just like, all right, well now I can buy pretty much anything.
Yeah, it's just quantity at that point. I bet it's a little depressing when you get to that point.
Yeah, it's like, what? I mean, now I can get anything I want. So
yeah, and humans have the natural desire to keep progressing.
Yeah.
Keep going for the next thing.
So it's like when you hit $1 million, you want 2. When you hit 2, you want 5. When you want 5, you want 10. But then once you just get to $250 million, what's the point of going to 260?
Do you know what that word is? Like when you get something you want, you get real depressed because you got it. It's like, what now?
But I don't know the word for it.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I worked 5.
It's very similar to Post Nut.
Very
similar to Post Nut.
I had that experience at my first job. I worked fucking 5 years in the kitchen to be a manager.
Yeah.
I got the manager position after 5 years.
Like, yeah, fuck this.
And I quit after 4 months. Because I was like,
yes, that's ridiculous.
I don't like this, dude. What is this?
Yeah, that's more along the lines like the journey was worth the experience, but the destination was terrible.
Yeah.
But you just want to keep that journey going. Somehow, some way, we just got to keep the journey going.
Yeah, that's why I figured I like starting new stuff. And it annoys me a little bit because sometimes I feel like I start stuff and don't finish it.
Yeah. I get that a lot.
But I just really like to start something new and be fucking terrible at it and over time get better at it. Like I started learning Mandarin Chinese for no real reason other than I just like Like
to
I want
learn
to
new stuff.
I want to fucking be able to talk Chinese, but I like progressing and getting better.
Yeah, but there was a who was it?
I need an
Matt.
adult. I'm not gonna touch it.
Just leave it
I
for
need
now.
an adult. It's stuck.
So Matthew McConaughey, he had a quote. I think it was for his Oscar or some award he was doing, but he was doing a speech. He was like, somebody asked him who his like mentor or who he looked up to, and he had to think and sit there for a minute, and he was like, you know what? Ask me in 5 years. 5 years comes back. He comes back. He's like, all right, it's been 5 years. Who do you look up to? And he goes, it was me in 5 years. So then what happens when you reach that person in 5 years?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then at that point, it's just me 5 years later. Just keep going. Just looking at the progression versus the goal.
Yeah.
See the progression versus the goal,
Mm-hmm.
which is ridiculous. And I think that's how people should live. If they look at the goal, they get there and they sit down and they slump down and they just
Now
sit
what?
there and they go, now what?
Now
What next?
I forgot what his name was, but he's an old, I think like in the 50s, 60s, 70s that has a lot of talks about.
Yeah.
Eye-opening talks. Like you get to kindergarten and you work towards first grade. And they tell you when you get to first grade, you're
for second
gonna be
grade.
good. And then you go to second grade, and then you're like, I'm almost out of elementary school. I just got to get out of
Yep.
elementary school and then graduate. And I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna be happy. And they tell you to go to middle school and then high
Yep.
school, and then you go to college. And they tell you once you get out of college, you'll be there.
You'll be there.
You'll be there.
That's kind of where I'm stuck.
That's where I'm stuck too.
I'm stuck.
I don't know where I'm at.
Well, you have school to look up to still. You're starting in March?
Yeah, but am I starting it because I like to start new things, or
I don't know. You tell me.
like I've gone through 2 different majors.
This would be your third?
This will be the third. I think it's the one, but I don't. I thought the other ones were the ones too.
I don't know, but I feel like it's just because I did it. I even knew it as soon as I walked up on that stage for my diploma, or not my diploma, but for my associate's degree. Shake that guy's hand. I was like, what next?
And now what?
What next, dude? Because I knew I'd just be coming here, doing that 7 to 4, day after day after day, which isn't the ultimate goal I wanted to achieve.
Yeah, but you're
So
at the same. No, but I think you're in a very.
I'm in a
good
very good
position,
spot. I
you're
will say
young.
I'm in a very good spot.
and you can't really. You can explore different stuff without having money, but it's a lot easier to put yourself in a position
Yeah.
where you have resources.
Basically, I did Plan B so I can think of Plan A,
Yeah.
which might not be the best way to do it, but that's the way I'm rolling with it. Because worst case scenario, what do? Fall back to Plan B.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't think none of us know what the fuck we're really doing here. If you think about it, like adults,
Elon knows
anyone
what the fuck
older-
he's doing.
he don't know. He's just taking it day by day. It's like, okay, what do I need to do today to not fucking go
true.
under?
That's true.
And like, I could tell a 14-year-old some advice, but I'm not that 14-year-old. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
They're 14 for the first time. Like, I'm 23 for the first time. Like, my
there's-
dad's
yeah.
48 for the first time.
They don't know
We're all doing something for the first time all
No,
the time.
yeah. It's like you're still.
So no one really knows what the fuck they're
No.
doing. They just think they do.
Yeah, that's weird. Do you ever like look back at your younger self and think, would he be happy with me now? I
think
do that all the time.
Yeah, I think middle school me and young me would think I'm such a cool fucking guy.
Really?
Right? Yeah. I think I would look, if I was 8 years old and I show that 8-year-old what you're going to look like when you're 23, I think I'd be very pleased.
You think so?
It's like, oh, he's got tattoos and long hair and he's got a beard.
Now that I think about it, that kind of would be cool. But I think, I don't know. You kind of threw me on that side of things. Because I was thinking deeper down, like positioning where I'm at. Like, all right, do you think my 14-year-old self would like to be sitting in a 7 to 4 job right now?
I don't think so, but that's the 7-year-old not knowing what's possible
Yeah.
and how like you can only do so much.
And that's me seeing tunnel vision to what's negative, I feel like. Instead of exploring like, oh shit, my 7-year-old self would be like, you're living with your cousin that you played with as a kid?
Yeah.
You looked forward to going to Kansas as a little kid.
Uh-huh.
So we could fucking fish in the creek. We could play video games in the basement. And now I'm living with the guy.
And I think in terms of like looking at yourself and asking yourself, am I where I want to be? I think around like 25 is the age a lot of people say.
Yeah.
Like when I'm 25, you'd always think you'd have this and this, and you always think you'd be somewhere,
Yeah.
and you're most likely
not there.
not even close to being there. But I think we're all I think
Everybody's got their own pace.
and a lot of people don't figure out what they want to do. I mean, they do at different times, but a lot of the times
It's not when you're
it's
young.
later than you think. You
Yeah.
would. And it's something that you
Because
have
I haven't
no
found
idea.
my niche. I haven't found it at all.
It's something you
I
think you
thought
have
I'd
no
find
idea
it.
in finding. Like I was listening to Impulsive. I think George is his name.
Yeah.
He was talking about, I get people calling me saying they love my comedy, that they're a little worried because they live like 23, 24, 25, 18, 19. They just don't know what they want to do with their lives and they feel like they're behind.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm behind.
Me too.
And I have the same feeling. It's like he's like, I'm 29 years old and I'm just now figuring out what I want to do with my life, with comedy.
See, and that was because I just started the show Euphoria. We talked about this yesterday. But I was looking at the cast. 90% of that cast is 23, 24, 25. 90%. There's probably one 30-year-old in there.
The cast or the characters in
The cast. The cast. So the real life age of the characters is 24 average, which is ridiculous because that's like, shit, dude, I have 3 years to get where they're getting? Excuse me? You have 1 year to get where they're getting?
Yeah.
That's
or like when
I
look at different athletes, like LaMelo Ball, he's 21 years old and he's in the All-Star game.
It's like, what am I doing with myself? What am I doing with my life? I don't know. It's so easy to compare yourself to people though.
Yeah,
like
and it makes, when you think about it, it makes no sense.
No, does it?
It's natural for us.
It's just like, okay, well, they did it at my age now.
I think it's natural because I feel like when we were cavemen, you'd have to compare yourself to that guy over there to determine if
you could beat his ass.
You could beat his ass, or if you need to run away because they're gonna beat your ass.
Yeah.
And I've told you about this. When I'm walking, like I'm going for a walk, and I see maybe like a couple passing.
Yeah, you should tell me.
Or I'm like, in this situation, I always think this. And I don't know why. I think it's just fun to think about. If we were in caveman era, would I be able to take control of this situation? Would I be the dominant party in this situation? And so, like, if a guy and a girl are walking past, I'm like, yeah, I could. If we're in the caveman era, I could do what I want.
Yeah,
I could do what I want. I could impose my will.
But if it was a guy and a dog,
or like even if a girl and a big old dog comes, and like, I may not be able to. I may not be the one.
Yeah,
in the situation.
The dog's gonna fuck you up.
That could win. Yeah. I like to think about those.
Yeah, I mean, even in like college day, like when I was in college and I was watching Mizzou play football, I was like, that could be me. That could be me, dude. Or looking at the baseball fields because I played baseball, so it's like, fuck, could be right there.
Could be.
But I mean, it's just selfless thinking. Put yourself in those situations. Number 8. Do you still need an adult over there?
Yeah, I do.
All right. Well, that's episode number 8. Been fun, y'all. Adios, fellers.